Hello, so we're back actually at home, and we're doing week 9 digital story number 6, talking about our first community sites. So we have 3 guiding questions, and I'll be using that as guidelines for this video. Question 1: What is the name and mission of your community sites? Where does learning take place in these community sites? So for this final project, I'll be doing Upward Bound. It is a educational program that provides financial help for families and students in high school um, looking to pursue a college education. They target low income family that wouldn't have been able to afford college without this type of program. Most students we see within this program are first generation students, which are mainly minorities. The types of learning we see in this program is the program itself, because this is a program that invites high school students in their last 2 years of high school to come to a college campus, take college classes, and have the experience of college. This allows students to be in an environment where they can immerse themselves, have the tutors, have the environment, have the peers around them that motivate them to want to take this extra step to go to college. It gets them comfortable with the idea that college is possible, where if they were to stay in high school, they would just have the constant counselors or posters be like, college is just a reach away, like just apply, just try it, take your chance at financial aid. While with Upward Bound, it's like, here's the money, go out there and find your dream. For question 2, we have, what types of learning do you observe there? What is the impact of such learning on how we think of knowledge? So for my current progress, I have 2 interviews done with 2 alums. Their stories are a lot different, even though them being in the same class or program time span. On one hand, we have patient A, who loved the program. He felt like this was his only opportunity of attending college. He is a first generation student. Mainly, he felt like this program was effective in that it helped him manage his time better. He said that in high school, it was just a breeze. He could skip class, he could come in late, knowing that he would ace the test and get a 4.0 in the class, because in high school, attendance in most classes didn't matter. Some nights he would be up until morning playing games, talking to his friends, not sleeping, and then skipping class. But then in Upward Bound, he was forced to study. He said he had to study or he was gonna fail. He started to sleep earlier. He started to plan his day where he had certain time where he was doing homework instead of playing games and hanging out with his friends. Overall, he said that this program changed his life, in that if he were to stay in high school, he would have aced it, but he would have been lazy, not able to manage his time, not able to help him like become a better person or a better student in the long run. Then we have patient B, where he felt this program was a waste of time. He said his parents forced him to do it due to their income. And although he said the program was worth it, in that he did learn a lot in how the classes taught him, or the structure and the pace of the classes, it helped motivate him with his time management and everything. But he said that the main reason that it was a waste of time was he wanted the full high school experience. And this is the great sacrifice that Upward Bound students are making. They are giving their last 2 high school years up for a running start to college, or a once-in-a-lifetime chance for college. This student, patient B, wanted before high school, he wanted prom, he wanted varsity sports, he wanted to drive to school. He wanted to be in an environment where everyone was his age, where he knew these people, he was friends with them, he grew up with them. But by going to Upward Bound, to a program where his peers were people that he wouldn't have regularly hanged out with. But from these 2 patients, we see, or these 2 alums, we just see 2 different stories where they both felt like the program educationally was worth it, where normally they would have it would have been a struggle to get to college. But then on one hand, we see that it was rather a waste of time rather than a positive event. So what types of learning would you see? How important knowledge is. It comes down to sacrificing time for the future, which is mundane but can be highly worth it. Or the other option is to enjoy life now but risk being put behind in the future. So question 3, we have, why is there demand for the service or space at this particular organization? This mainly focuses on catching families up and their kids with the rest of the group. Not everyone or every family comes from a dual middle class income household where the parents can afford college, right? In these cases, due to the parents making enough money for their kids, the kids can actually go find jobs and support themselves because they know they have their family income as a safety net. For most families in high school, a lot of minorities where they came to the U.S. without a degree or a lot of education, so now they're suffering from having minimal wages jobs, having large families, and not having the income to support it. So Upward Bound is able to give them a helping hand in that they understand the situation that these families are in and give them an opportunity for their kids to pursue a college degree so they can land a future job that is higher paying than minimum wage and go on to help support their family. But that's mainly the goal of this program, which pretty much is the answer of this question, is why is there demand? Well, there's a lot of people under the poverty line or below the middle class, and this program hopes to get those families up with the rest of us. And that's all.